This video is going to be revealing and informative at the same time. I'm going to talk about my bout with mental illness, and I will discuss what I learned during those 3 weeks that I was locked up and under surveillance for a psychotic episode. This was the first episode that I had ever undertaken in my life, and so far to this point, it's the only one. But I learned a couple of things that while I was there, and I think you will benefit from this. So this is the first introduction to my new channel that I'm putting out on YouTube. And it's an inspirational channel. It's a channel that I will be rebranding myself. And I want to tell you right now of the 2 things that I learned while I was in the mental institution. I learned, number 1, if I can do it, anyone can do it. And I learned at my age, I was 72 at the time, that it's never too late to start. So I took those 2 revelations that I received, and I'm starting my YouTube channel after a long journey back to sanity. At 75 years of age, I'm starting over again. I'm starting my YouTube channel. I wrote a book called Living the Virtuous Life. Now, virtuous life is not something that will receive a lot of clicks. It's very low on the scale of clicks with Google. So you're not going to get a lot of clicks on living a virtuous life, but it's not what it seems. Living a virtuous life is trying to live your life in such a way that you become a productive citizen of society and that you begin to contribute from your purpose in this world. And in this book, I put 20 practices that will enable you to live a virtuous life. And it's written especially for those who are struggling with alcohol and drugs, because I struggled a long time with them until I learned the secret to eliminating them by getting to the root cause of my alcohol and drug addiction. Most of you may think that that's your number 1 problem, the alcohol and drug addiction, but it's not. It's just a symptom of your problem. Your problem is something deeper that goes to the core of your being, and it's painful, and you do those things you do to escape the pain. Let's face it, no one wants to feel pain. So this book is written especially for those people that are struggling with that, and also those people that are in jails today or prisons because of alcohol and drug addiction. And I know that will cover a large majority of people, because so many crimes are committed while people are on alcohol and drugs, or they are trying to get alcohol and drugs. They commit crimes in that way. So the book is written for them, for someone to reclaim their life and bounce back into society and get back that family that they lost, that business that they lost, continue their career, and even go to higher scales. There is life after recovery, and we're going to talk about that in these upcoming videos. So I'm going to put a lot of things on my channel, a lot about finance, a lot about business. I've been a businessman most of my life, so we're going to cover a lot of that in the video. There's going to be spiritual things. It's going to be a very spiritually based program, and we're going to talk about Christianity, Buddhism, Taoism. We're going to talk about a lot of things that will enable you to not only break free from drug and alcohol addictions and reclaim your life, but it will help you succeed in every area of your life, with your relationships, with your finances. We're going to put some things in there. I'm going to throw some tips out about starting your own janitorial business. I have started several, and they have all been successful. However, because of alcohol and drugs, I lost them. But now I've been sober for 18 years. I haven't drank any alcohol, which was my number one problem. As long as I can stay away from alcohol and drugs and not let a drop of alcohol touch my lips, then I am okay. So I'm making this video. I want you to go along with me as I reclaim my life. I'm going to post this thing out. We're going to live it right out here on YouTube. So I published my first book. I wrote a video script of that on how to do that. So at 75, I had to learn new skills. I had to learn how to edit in YouTube. And it was a struggle, especially at my age, but I overcame that because I want to show everyone out there that if I can do this, anyone can do this. And that was one of the major things that I learned while I was insane, so to speak. Now, I learned some other things too, and what I learned I think will help you because they're helping me. But we'll go along with that a little bit later. So right now, I want to introduce you to my book. And if you know someone out there who's struggling with drugs and alcohol, I advise you to get a copy for them. Christmas is coming up. Christmas is coming up. People are going to need presents. This is a very good present for you to send someone. Maybe it's a family member of yours who's in drug and alcohol recovery or who is in prison because of drugs. Go to Amazon, buy the book, send it to them. I guarantee it will change their life. But stay tuned to the channel. We're going to have a lot of things. I'm getting interested in podcasting. And I'm going to be putting a podcast out there soon. I will be authoring more books, and it's going to be great. If you know some of the older generations, like I said, I'm an OG. I'm 75 years old, and if I can do it, Mama can still do it. Papa can still do it. Grandpa can still do it. As long as you've got movement and breath in your body, you can still do it. It's never too late. And remember, if I can do it, anyone can do it. Stay tuned and subscribe to the channel.